Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull might not know it yet, but there's a man walking across Australia determined to see him. Wajud man Clinton Pryor left Perth earlier this month and is walking across Australia to seek what he calls justice for his people. He plans to walk straight into Parliament House in Canberra to speak with the Prime Minister.
On the Great Eastern Highway on the way to Kalgoorlie, one man's walk for justice is underway. A journey from Perth through the nation's red centre and to Parliament House in Canberra over 7 months.
And this is the time now the government must sit down and listen to us and give our people what they want.
It's a long list, but at the heart is a fair go for the nation's first people, according to Mr Pryor. He says there's also a growing demand for a treaty, not just constitutional recognition.
What I see these days, I see a lot of my people are in pain and they are hurt and they are frustrated.
The 26-year-old is compiling a story to tell the Prime Minister who he wants to meet, collecting messages from elders along the way. Today, he was in Merredin, about 260 kilometres east of Perth.
Vincent, I'm the guy walking across Australia.
Kangaroo burgers on the menu and the discussion wide-ranging. The next day, Mr Pryor was invited to address a local school, taking all kinds of questions.
At first my legs were killing me. It gives me that more confidence to say to myself, you got to keep on going and finish the walk. You got to finish it off. So I'm determined to finish this walk across this country.
The walk's caught the attention of former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd. He's told Mr Pryor he wants to meet him at Uluru.
He thinks that this walk for justice will close the gap between non-Indigenous and non-Indigenous.
Merredin elder Reginald Hayden says reconciliation is about respect.
Any time you get credit for anything that I've seen through Aboriginal people is when you play sports. That's the only time the credit comes to you.
Mr Hayden isn't sure about a treaty, citing international examples that he believes haven't worked.
Well, what I've heard about the treaty is even with the Maoris, it doesn't work as good as what they thought it was.
The young Indigenous man's hope that his walk for justice may offer hurt people some kind of healing. Ryan Emery, SBS World News.